right, welcome to another episode of 3 Minute Success. Here today to talk about risk management. And no, I am not going to be talking about insurance. I will touch on it just about that much. No, what I want to talk about today is how your risk profile changes as an entrepreneur, especially as your personal wealth increases and as your business becomes more complicated. So I'm going to talk about two primary areas. The first is really risk management associated with the business, and the second is really personal liability risk. So let's dive in. The first type of risk that you're going to be dealing with inside the business is really around your death or permanent disability. So you are no longer there, or you're no longer able to accomplish the primary pieces of your work life that you need to. You're now permanently disabled. What do your company documents state? Do you have insurance coverages in place? Do you have buy-sell provisions? How are your powers of attorney empowered to be able to manage on your behalf? And then are your partners obligated to keep you on as a passive shareholder? All of those different things to think about. So really, when you're looking at the death side, you want to make sure that there is life insurance that's present to be able to provide liquidity for your shares, and that there are clear rules around valuation and transfer methodology if that happens. On the permanent disability side, you need to make a key decision about, do you want your power of attorney or your estate to now become the managing person for your equity, or do you want to require that equity to become liquid and some type of transaction to happen where you get your equity value off the table? Those are choices to be made, and you should look at that in the context of your legal construction. Now, when we're talking about divorce, again, most cases, most attorneys are going to tell you, hey, if you have a former spouse for any of the equity owners, they need to not become an owner of that business. Those assets should be valued as part of a divorce proceeding, but it doesn't mean that the equity should actually be able to transfer over to that spouse. So really make sure that you have those protections in place inside your business. And again, that there's fair and equitable valuation that happens along the way that will help with any divorce proceeding. Now, as we're looking at the liability side, you do have business liability that's unique to your company. So if you're a delivery service, what's your liability look like if one of your delivery drivers hits somebody and injures them in the performance of their duties? You're going to be able to handle most of that with insurance coverage and good legal representation. On the personal side, as you accumulate more wealth, you just become a bigger target for litigation. So make sure that you're looking at how your assets are titled so that they're protected. Do you have things in trusts? Do you have your business entities properly segregated from your personal assets? And do you have good insurance coverages in place that really represent the full value of your total net worth? So these would be things like injury protection on your automobile and homeowners insurance, and then also umbrella policies to be able to cover and add additional value above and beyond what those policy limitations are. So hopefully this gave you some things to think about with managing your personal risk. The full written blog, podcast, all of that is available at entrepreneuralign.com. Feel free to go there and get more of those goodies, and I'll be back again soon. Thanks.